What's going on, weirdos? It's your favorite C4 spammer, your boy, Godhand617. Thank you, I am back. Yes, thank you so much. Sorry about the wee hiatus, had to solve some internet problems. Go Verizon. But what's new, gamers? Hope everything's been well and getting better. I see COD hasn't changed much. That guy, man. He became one with the wall. He was the wall. You know what kind of training that takes? The wrong kind. The gameplay today is some Dom on Black Ops 2, Russian flags with my MP7, killing that OBJ, baby. But this beast gameplay isn't why I broke into your house. Nah, son. Today's topic is on drugs. And not the 25 side effect kind either. We're talking about illicit narcotics. Now, before we begin, I want to make it clear that when it comes to my body and opinions, I do not use recreational drugs, nor do I encourage its use. And that goes for nasty alcohol, because that is the same thing. These things rot your body and shave years off of your life in exchange for a debilitating thirst. Yes, they give you a few hours of euphoria at best, but honestly, to me, it isn't worth the time and money. And yes, I understand. All narcotics don't rape your health. Weed will not do the same thing as crack, heroin, or meth. But all of them, given enough use, are adverse to one's health. And nobody's out there hitting it just once. That being said, that's just my opinion. That's just how I choose to take care of myself. If you or anyone else decides, well, today's a good day to do some crack, and that's them. That's on them. That's how it should be. That's the America we're supposed to live in. But instead, we got a government problem. As usual, our elected officials are out of touch with the will of the people that they are supposed to represent, and thus out of control. Locking people up for just possessing, dealing, or using drugs is asinine at best. At least if we're still supposed to be in the land of the free, that is. Drug prohibition at this point has long since proved its practicality. We know beyond any doubt it was a very, very poor investment. The importance, urgency, and success of which continues to be fabricated immensely. Lawmakers and politicians cling to the flimsy argument that this is all in the public's favor, and will stretch facts and downright lie to prove why locking up Americans for victimless crimes is the way to go. You'd think they'd be spending more time going after defense contractors or weapon manufacturers that are being allowed to play hungry hippo with taxpayer money, or banks that engage in rabid fraud, or the stupid conflicts that we keep sending our family members to that we have no business in and costing American taxpayers even more trillions. All that is A-okay, no problem. But oh, is that a crack rock?
Finish him!
The truth is, these drug policies are outdated at best. But if you want to be real, if you want to see what's really going on and leave off the fairy tale from CNN and on mainstream media, these laws and their enforcement were never meant to help us. It's never really about empowering Americans. Come on, think about it. How is handing out life sentences for hundreds and thousands of Americans a year for simple possession beneficial to our country? How is locking up your everyday American gonna help the progression of the country? It's not. It was never supposed to. The people that are supposed to be helped by this, half of them are in jail for victimless crimes, for non-violent offenses. Come on. Cigarettes and alcohol are just as deadly and disgusting as any narcotic, yet there's no problem getting them while picking up snacks for the kids. They kill, steal, and destroy better than any illicit narcotic. Weed has so many uses in addition to getting high, and we've known about them since the 40s, before the 40s. Cigarettes give you cancer, and liquor butt rapes your kidneys and liver. Come on, dog. Come on, son. One of these things are not like the others. One thing that's been made very clear to me through all this is how easy it is to control the masses. We all know weed is safer than 80% of the pharmaceutical products out there. That's just common fact. Weed doesn't come with 14 side effects. Just one, you get high. So why is it that when a politician acknowledges simple, everyday, 1 + 1 facts like weed is safer than meth, we jump for joy? We celebrate like we just unlocked the human genome. We clap like walruses and make stupid noises. No! No! This is not something that you should be coming across now, Mr. Harvard grad, Mr. College education, Mr. Big politician. What's wrong with you, man? These aren't children or mentally handicapped people that we should celebrate that they didn't defecate on themselves. These are grown men and women with degrees and certifications, accolades and honors. Shouldn't we be expecting more? And shouldn't we be alarmed that we've gotten anything but? You think the banks are getting lip service? Did they or did they not get your money, my money, for bailouts? And did they or did they not get away scot-free after rampant fraud? But I'm not just getting at Obama here. Clinton played the same dumb game with drug policies. He spent both terms locking up everybody every which way for drugs and left office spouting that reform nonsense. Enough is enough. Now, before I end this, let me bring to your attention an article by the Huffington Post. The article is about 32 people who share one sad truth. They are all serving life sentences without parole for non-violent drug crimes. For some, it was their first offense, but that didn't save them. The 32 were chosen out of thousands who suffered the same fate. And on the same site is a story about Robert H. Richards IV, a Delaware man convicted of child rape against his own 3-year-old daughter, who instead of getting the 20-year minimum, got parole because the judge felt that he would not fare well in prison. Direct quote, he will not fare well. Isn't it remarkable that not one of the thousands of people sent to jail for just possession were never given the same mercy? Huh. Coincidence. Must be coincidence. It has nothing to do with the fact that the Richards guy is an heir to a chemical fortune. Has nothing to do with that. All those thousands of poor people and this one rich guy that got off, that's just coincidence. If you're stupid. But that's the commentary, guys. Thanks so much for listening to my rant. Let me know what you think about it. Am I being crazy? Or, is something really messed up here? But go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Thanks, guys. God hand out.